Scorpion Space Project was an acorn, if you would. We planted it, and it's grown into just a massive, beautiful oak tree. Just started by two bored boys from the desert. Contracted by NASA in 2006, we got a grant of $700,000 to launch scorpions, or the first arachnids, into space.
Well, back when I started, I was a amateur rocket builder, and it's quickly developed into somewhat a profession. And after a few years in the biz, I signed up for the program, the Scorpion Project. Lately, I've been just, working with big-time stuff with NASA and other government business.
Founded by myself and, of course, Christian Palmer, who we all know tragically passed in the third attempt of our Aardvark space program.
Christian Palmer, I can't say enough about him. He really just is he's what got me into the business. Well, Ward and Christian, they found me. I was outside of a shutdown Target. I was, small time dealing. I was mainly selling yo-yos, small tricks and treats, and for kids. And they found me, took me in, put me under their wing, and really just kind of developed from there. Christian, showed me the ropes. I kind of winged it half the time, and before you know it, I was the head of operations, and it's really been great. It's been a fun ride. I haven't learned much, but it's been good.
And every time I launch a new critter into space, I thank him. We're actually going to be having a dedication launch, the Christian 12, where we're going to successfully launch a lemur into space and try to teach him how to play Jenga.
The Americans, we're going to be the pioneers.
The twin-engine arachnid launcher was quite a project. We had to go down to old Mexico actually to get half the parts. The rocket company, I believe, was called Black Cat.
The Black Cat. Oh goodness, we had some trouble with the Black Cat. Couldn't get any contractors in the U.S. to help us out with the operation, so I had to get down to Mexico. I believe it was Tijuana, and had a couple sketchy dealings. But after a while, I think we got our hands on the goods, and let me tell you, that was just trouble from the start, really. So at first we started, grasshoppers, crickets, pretty much anything jumping around. Ticks were way too small, so we never considered them. But yeah, they were way too flaky. They just, say they'd be there, wouldn't be there, would show up. It became, more hassle than it really was worth. It's just, so we had to take a different method here. Something a little less mobile, couldn't escape as easily. And that's where we landed on Scorpions.
The rocket company, I believe, was called Black Cat, and we made a few minor modifications so that it could be arachnid capable for space travel.
Well, Ward and I, we butt heads quite a bit, especially when it came to the restraint system. Now, his system was set up to, it kind of got in the way of the engines. Engines were my pride and joy. I've been working on for, about a year and a half, so of course, there were some sparks flying around this one.
And what we're going to do, we're going to crazy glue them onto these bottle rockets here, and then put the bottle rockets in a warm environment. And if the theory proves correctly, they will reanimate when they become warmer, and then they will become the first Scorpion cosmonauts.
After a few weeks of haggling, some compromises, we finally got it connected. We positioned the rockets just right. Got the engine lined up so the restraint system could be perfectly aligned and strapped on just right. And I believe it worked out for the best. And I think Ward was happy, probably happier than I was, really. All right. Well, the ignition systems, we use the BIC, the X49. It's pretty much the top of the line in its field, and it's It's got a butane system of, I believe it's over 400 PRI, and which is enough to melt a small car. So we use that system to really get things going, and well, I think the rest is history.
For the USA, buddy. Having igniter problems. We're sending our last two subjects on missions past our galaxy to send nothing but messages of peace and love. Godspeed.
It's Apollo 14.
We're having igniter problems. Oh shit, that's not gonna be good. Oh. There it goes. Boom. Let's see the outcome. He lives
The cosmonaut is absolutely fine.
for another mission. The Soviets tried to launch a similar arachnid known as the Brown Lacoste into space, and as usual it was Soviet built and Soviet failed. We've lost one brave, brave soul. Cheers.
Success.
Success.
Very nice, dude.
Let's go to the bar.